GST Council. I've just given you a timeline of GST. So this is how the timeline, and then amendment bill से amendment act बना, उसमें what were the changes, then GST Council according to 279A. President will appoint, or it will have members, representatives from two sides. There will be union representatives from the union, and there will be representatives from the states. So दोनों से representative आएंगे. From the union, we'll have 2 representatives, and from the states we'll have 31. Union से कौन होगा? Finance Minister as its chairman. Finance Minister as the chairman. Second, Union Minister of State for Finance. Union Minister of State for Finance. And from this side, each state will have one representative. हर स्टेट से एक representative जाएगा, and UT with legislature, वहां से भी एक representative जाएगा. So there will be 1 representative from each state and 1 representative from UT with legislature. UT with legislature are कौन सी UTs? And Jammu Kashmir. So there are 3 states, 3 UTs with legislature: Puducherry, Delhi, and JK, Jammu Kashmir. Now यहाँ से होगा आपका, and one of them, out of these 31 representatives, one of them would be the deputy chairman. So deputy chairman will be from this side, or vice chairman. यहाँ से we'll have to finalize the vice chairman. Now ये तो हो गया composition. Now tell me, ज़्यादा power, voting power किसके पास होगा? Would it be with the union voting power, higher voting power, or would it be with the states? So higher voting power is with the states. So union only has 1/3 of the voting power. States have 2/3 of the voting power. 1/3 and 2/3. But if you have to pass a proposal from the GST Council, for example, if tomorrow the GST Council, these states decided that GST में से you had human alcohol for human consumption. Now we also want that, let's suppose, industries should be outside GST. They decided it, states. Is the center having any say on that? Well, they only have a minimum voting power. States have the maximum voting power. But still, to pass any proposal from the GST Council, the minimum you require is 3/4. Minimum voting कितना required है? 3/4. So यहाँ पर 1/3 is how much? 33%. 2/3 is how much? 66%. Required is how much? 75%. ठीक है ना? So concurrence तो union का चाहिए. And to start the proceedings, you have the concept of quorum. पढ़ा होगा आपने, quorum है ना? GST Council has a quorum of 50%. Has a quorum of 50%. तो मीटिंग तब होगी जब आपका 50% होगा. Now see mechanism. GST is again your VAT type of tax only. ठीक है? लेकिन I've already covered it. It will get input tax credit for all the systems. Now, whenever this act was passed, you have now different kinds of taxes that would be imposed. See, for example, mechanism दिखाता हूँ. If the tax is within the state, so good is being traded within the state, क्या impose होगा? GST. Let's assume GST is 18%. The center will take 9% and state will take. This is how it is divided within the state. So center का और state का अलग. But if it's not the state, if it is a UT that is happening, so UT का क्या होता है अपना? UT GST. So if it's within the UT, that it will be divided between center and UT. If it's within the state, it will be divided between center and state. ठीक है? So this is your GST. But here there is one thing जो important है. अच्छा, outside the state, this is interstate. Interstate में क्या पड़ेगा? IGST. IGST में you have again CGST and SGST or UTGST जो भी है. But it will be distributed with the destination state. Now see, there's a case of Jammu Kashmir, number 3. Jammu Kashmir, JK. Now, JK is a unique case in India. Jammu Kashmir, what happened is, GST the bill was introduced in 2014 and act was passed in 2016. And in Jammu Kashmir, the state government at that time imposed State GST Act in 2017. तो 2017 के बाद से वहां पर GST शुरू हो गया JK में. But after that, ये state government रही ही नहीं. ठीक है? This was converted into UT. UT change हो गया. And we had a new act new constitution, JK Reorganization Act of 2019. JK Reorganization Act of 2019. Now tell me, what should happen? State GST already chal raha hai from 2017. Now it is not the state anymore. What should we do? State GST has to be replaced with UT GST, because UTs mein you have GST, like Ladakh. Ladakh was also created out from, it is bifurcated into Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir. Ladakh ko alag kar diya. Ladakh was converted into UT, and recently Ladakh mein you have a UT GST now. But Jammu Kashmir mein, to this date, you still have state GST. You don't have a UT GST in Jammu Kashmir. What does that mean? That means they are going to give it back. Usko wapas state mein convert karne wale hain. So it's not going to be the UT for the longest time. A temporary basis per, you just have to change some things, because UT mein center has a lot of power. Converted state into UT, did some changes, जो भी करना था, वहाँ के जो भी structure में you had to control that area. You did that through JK Reorganization Act. आपने बहुत सारी changes करी. Now since the region is under control, फिर इनको वापस state में convert कर लो. ठीक है? So to this date, JK Reorganization Act has not abandoned state GST, has not imposed UT GST. Still in Jammu Kashmir we have state GST. So present status क्या है? Present status is Jammu Kashmir में you have CGST and SGST, but in Ladakh you have CGST and UT GST. Ladakh में UT GST has been already decided. So this would be your GST.